I strongly believe that our young men and women in uniform in places like Afghanistan and Iraq and elsewhere around the world have more than earned the title New Greatest Generation.
General David Petraeus testified before a Senate committee hearing on the future of Afghanistan and said U.S.-led forces are making progress.
We are vastly better off again than we were when I took command 8.5 months ago.
The U.S. strategy is relying on a partnership with Pakistan to fight the Taliban. Petraeus' testimony comes at the same time that the U.S. is set to begin a troop drawdown in July, and an opinion on Afghanistan hits all-time lows. According to the Washington Post, it's the highest percentage recorded ever of people opposed to the Afghanistan war. When asked, considering the cost-to-benefits ratio of the United States continuing the war in Afghanistan, 64% of respondents said it's not worth it, while only 31% said it still is.
They should have never went. How about that?
But flagging poll numbers are not likely to sway lawmakers' decisions for a very deliberate, incremental drawdown of the war effort that has killed an estimated 2,366 troops since it began in 2001, and with costs over $100 billion a year.
I would be very surprised if more than a few hundred troops were withdrawn. I'd be very surprised if it were in the thousands, but we'll have to see.
Defense analysts and other lawmakers are more skeptical that billions of tax dollars used for development aid is helping Afghanistan as much as was hoped.
There will be reductions in forces in July. I've talked to the president about it. He's assured me that that is what's going to happen. These folks here today have very strongly supported, including General Petraeus, supports the beginning of reductions in July, and that's important support.
Petraeus warns that troops are preparing for a bloody spring and is encouraging NATO forces to stick with it. He's already met with President Obama this week and is scheduled to testify through Thursday. Colin Campbell, Press TV, Washington.